Kalamazoo Township will be looking for a new clerk after he made the surprise announcement this week to retire.
News 8's David Horak is finding out why he's stepping down.
In Monday's Board of Trustees meeting, Kalamazoo Township Clerk Mark Miller read off his resignation letter, effectively ending his 14 years of public service this year.
It is the stress of working for 24 hours straight on.
Miller is into his second 4-year term as clerk when he said he had a change of heart after working long hours leading up to and during the 2022 election.
Running elections, taking the minutes, and everything else, and I enjoy all of that. It's only the stress of elections under circumstances as they have evolved that is the sticking point right now for me.
Outlined in his resignation letter, Miller explained to board members the statewide changes to clerks' offices that contributed to his decision.
More and more complexity has been laid onto election administrators, both by regulations and by voter-approved initiatives. Some of these provisions add important rights to voters, but all of them increase the complexity and time required to handle all of the hundreds of steps that we must carry out.
One example he told us is no reason absentee voting, which multiplied the proportion of absentee ballots for him and his small staff to handle.
We have to hand assemble each envelope. There's no machine to do that. And we have thousands of them to do, and there's a couple of people here. So we have to get volunteers to do a good bit of that.
Combine that with long hours, Miller said the choice was clear.
I'm getting older. It's painful to be working that long, and I just took a look at it afterwards and said, do I really want to go through that again?
Until his resignation takes effect February 28th, Miller intends to train the new election coordinator and stay on the Township Climate Committee afterwards, as he and the township manager will discuss his replacement. He hopes his successor has attention to detail and a heart for public service.
I'm hoping that people will see this and say, if I live in Kalamazoo Township, because that's one of the requirements, have to be a resident, and I'd like to take a stab at that. So give us a call here.
Coming up at 7, we'll talk about what Miller thinks is in the future when it comes to election workers and clerks around the state. For now, in Kalamazoo Township, David Horak, News 8.